Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody that's new, subscribe, turn on your notifications so that every time I upload a new reading you guys get notified. YouTube is doing a lot of new changes, so I'm not sure how everything is working right now, so just turn on your notifications, that way you know every time I upload and you won't miss any messages that are meant to come to you through my readings. Okay, so today we're getting into a collective reading about the rest of the year. We are in midway through September, and so we have a few months left throughout the year, and I wanted to get a little glimpse of what we'll be facing and going through and experiencing for the rest of the year, whether this be love, marriage, relationships, money, career, home, whatever the case may be. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. Now, I have a bay leaf right here, and I have an obsidian heart. These are available on my shop, and I have the link down below. These come to you straight from my altar, but I wanted to kind of charge the reading up. I already shuffled the cards. I wanted to charge the reading. If you guys hear that meow in the background, that is my cat Kava. And I actually just celebrated 1 year that we found him. And the way that we found him, I have a special story time on my Patreon channel. It is a very personal story, but we did end up finding him in a very kind of horrific way. But that story time is up on Patreon for anybody that wants to go and see it. So I wanted to use black obsidian, I wanted to use a bay leaf, and these things remind me of him, and that's who you hear in the background too. He reminds me of luck. He's brought me so much luck in my life. He's a pure black cat, and he has black everything, like black paws, black nose. Just he's beautiful, he's gorgeous, like that cat in Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Salem. He even acts like that sometimes, like he looks like a robot. Like that cat was like robotic, right? Like Salem was a kind of robotic. He kind of acts like that. But let's get into the reading. And obsidian, of course, I chose because for the rest of the year I want to also give you guys that energy of the obsidian to remove the things that no longer serve you. So listen, readings are not set in stone. Readings are guiding tools, okay? So we get to see where the energy is, what we can do, how we can remedy it, where we need to move next, possibly what's going on. Like there's just, readings are very psychological to me, in my opinion. So don't take it as something like if somebody tells you, oh, this is set in stone and it's like this. I don't believe in that at all. So I just wanted to mention that before I get into my reading. So I've shuffled cards from these decks, and let's just get right into it. So the rest of the year, for a lot of you guys, when it comes to love energy, worth the waiting for. Now, first of all, I want you guys to look at how beautiful this color scheme is. Oh my gosh, so angelic. Look at the card and look at the background. This is actually a piece of cloth that I got from Hobby Lobby, I think. Hobby Lobby or Joann's or something like that. And it was on clearance. It was like the leftover pieces of some sort of cloth. So I got a very inexpensive, like $5 for a huge chunk. Perfect for my readings. And look at how beautiful this looks against it. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So for the rest of the year, I want you to keep in mind that if you guys are in a relationship, I want you to remember that you manifested this relationship. Somehow, some way, you manifested this. You wanted this at some point in your life. Give it one more chance. Okay, for the rest of the year. Next year, you can make up your mind what you want to do. If you gave it another chance, it didn't work, you will at least know that it didn't. And if you gave it another chance and it did work, It was worth waiting for. Give it one more chance. For those of you that are in relationships or like struggling in a relationship or something, there is a message. Just give it one more chance. Okay? Very soon. Another message. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Even if you decide to give this relationship another chance, work it. Use ingredients that invoke and entice love and passion and lust and romance. Roses, jasmine, fennel, what else? Basil, myrtle flowers. If you go on my shop, you can actually buy a powder that I have all the ingredients. I can't name them all on the top of my head. Forget-me-not flowers are another great one to work with. But I feel like very soon you're about to see something that is worth waiting for, and you shouldn't give up on it. Don't give up on it. There's something like, by the end of the year, there's a message for you not to give up on something when it comes to love. Now, we can get deeper into this if I can do a private reading with you and pick up on your energy, but this is collective. So I'm seeing just for a lot of you, like, just no, it's not the time to give up. And back then, like back in the days, like there was no like, if a struggle or a problem or an issue came up, then yeah, I'm just gonna leave you. No, you work through it, or you like talk about it, or like something, right? And nowadays it's just easy in the way that we live, just like, oh, I don't like this, and so I'm just gonna leave, or we're gonna break up. Just real easy. And divorce is such a big thing. Separation is such a big thing, right? But for you guys, I feel like there's an energy and a message where don't give up just yet. By the end of the year at least, give it a chance. When it comes to love, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. If you're in a relationship, book something. Book a trip. Even if that trip is like a camping trip, a picnic day trip, or you just go to the lake or go to the park, or just take a walk somewhere, take a hike somewhere with somebody that you really, really love. For the rest of the year, I want you to focus on taking time out, doing really, really simplistic, natural things in nature with the people that you love, specifically with the person you love, if that person is in your life. And if you're trying to attract that person, do the things that you would do with this person, do it with yourself. I also see for some of you, there's a proposal or like a marriage or an engagement coming before the end of the year. So some of you guys come back and comment if that happened, because I do know there's some of you that will. The next card that comes up is to connect to source. Very interesting. Connecting to your intuition. And I'm doing this reading on the day of the new moon in Virgo. So this card is very special, I feel like. Go within to discover what needs to be done. Create the shift required to attract what you want. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Create the shift required to attract what you want. Spirits are telling you for the rest of the year, only think about what you want. And every time you catch yourself thinking about what you don't want, realize you're going into a negative thought pattern. Stop it right then and there. Be like, nah, this ain't for me. This thought is not for me. This thought pattern is not going to help me. Next card that comes up. Safe and surrounded by love. Keep your heart open and know that you're being protected. Listen to what you know to be true and allow yourself to see and understand what is going on around you. Don't put your blindsiders on. Like, don't be in denial for the rest of the year. Look at things for what they are. Look at people for what they are and go after what it is that you want and flow with it. Okay, flow with it. Be loyal to those that you want to be loyal to and be loyal to those who are loyal to you is another thing I wanted to say. The next card that comes up, this is a kind of like a pattern in your reading. It's like speaking up for yourself. Reflect on the way you communicate with others and with yourself. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart and with respect and sincerity. Be nice to yourself and be nice with others. Don't react. Don't base your words and your actions based off assumptions and reactions, if that makes sense. For the rest of the year, keep it calm, keep it cool. And then we have here, surrender to your creativity. Clean your mirrors, okay? For the rest of the year, pay attention to your mirrors. Your sacral chakra, your creativity, and your sexuality have a lot to do with the mirrors in your home. Clean your mirrors. Keep orange colors near your mirrors, okay? For the rest of the year. Don't get into this horrible pattern of people pleasing. Pay attention to yourself. Do you see this color right here? This color pattern? Look at her right there. Flowing. Flow with yourself. What you value, what you love, what you think, what you hold high, what your priorities are. Everybody has their own. You have your own. Live by those things for the rest of the year. We have love. The Two of Cups. If you fill your cup, you can help other people fill their cups. For the rest of the year, you cannot help anyone else unless your cup is full. Remember that, okay? The Prince of Wands. Now, this card right here, I want to tell you that there's a very, very fiery energy. The Prince of Wands is telling me that you have a lot of passion inside you for something, okay? And there's lust, there's sexuality, there's sexual feelings, creativity, your sacral chakra, like we talked about. For the camera died, so I had to put in a new battery. But for the rest of the year, a lot of you guys are just gonna be focusing on going where your spirit leads you. And no matter what anybody says, or no matter what, it's like, I've been in this position too before where like something takes over and you will not settle for anything. You will keep going towards that goal. And nobody can stop you. Like, if you have your mind and your heart set on it and it excites you to that extent, I have a tattoo on my foot that says, respond to every call that excites your spirit. It's from a poem by a poet named Rumi. And it's this energy that I'm getting for the rest of the year for a lot of you guys, where you're just not gonna, like, something is gonna spark a fire within you. If this is a relationship or a new job opportunity that you see, or a new business venture, or maybe you see a new car that you really like, or maybe like you see a house, your dream house that you really love, or maybe you're trying to adopt and you found the perfect little angel that you wanted to adopt. This can go into any category. This is a collective reading, but there is something that is coming for the rest of the year that is like a manifestation, that's something you wanted, that has to do very deep, loving connection, passionate, and something you really, really from your heart wanted. Okay, I really, really do see that. But with that being said, before we get on to the rest of the cards, because I have a few cards here left, but I wanted to pick an herb card that you guys can work with, because I always like to give like a remedy or an herb that you can work with for the rest of the year to make these things come faster. We can always manipulate our reality, and so I always like to pick herbs and okay, this is funny. This is my herb deck, right? So I shuffled this and this card came out. And then while I was talking to you guys, I was like, let me just put in my head really quickly. I was like, I'm just going to put this back into the deck and shuffle again. And it came out again after I shuffled. So this is a card that is speaking very loudly. And it's the Coriander card. So use Coriander for immortality, which means setting things in stone, which means being healthy, which means prolonging your experiences, prolonging your happiness, extending your abundance, using coriander to do that. So you can use it as tea, you can use it in cooking, you can use it in your candles, you can anoint it using coriander oil, you can grow coriander. There's so many ways you can use it and work with it. So that's the herb for the rest of the year, coriander. And the next card that comes up is actually abundance. So coriander might actually help a lot of you guys attract and bring in abundance. The Three of Cups, celebration. I see a lot of you guys going to maybe like a wedding or a party or an event, something fun, like with family or friends or like co-workers, something really, really fun, like a gathering that's really going to help you feel good, allow you to let loose by the end of the year. And celebrate a little bit more. And when you celebrate, I want you to incorporate the color yellow, red, or blue into your outfit. So it will bring about abundance into your life. So whenever you go out, incorporate one of those things. It could just be like a small crystal, like yellow could be a citrine crystal, or yellow could be a cute, like, I don't know, yellow dress. It's up to you. Get creative. Okay? The last three cards, this one right here, is to face your shadows. Don't run away from them. For the rest of the year, you might be approached with a situation or an experience that will make you face one of your shadows. And I want you to really look at it, sit with it, and watch what happens. You're going to come out very, very strong. You're going to come out more experienced. I feel like you're going to come out more wise. And I feel like you're going to come out like, why was I ever even running from that? Why? Make a wish. Today's a new moon. And I want you guys, whenever you see this video, it doesn't matter if you see it on the new moon or not, whenever you see this video, whenever you see this right here, make a wish. Pause this video, make a wish. And for the rest of the year, don't focus on this wish that you made. Make a wish that you don't have to focus on. Okay? That makes sense. The last card that comes up is study. A lot of people are in your head. A lot of people might be like telling you to do this or do it like this or no, don't do that or whatever, right? I want you to get into your mind, your study, and you make your own decisions for the rest of the year. You decide. Don't let other people sway your decisions or your opinions. Listen to them, take it into consideration. Observe it, Research it if you need to. Find out for yourself what you need to do. Even if you listen to other people, that's okay. But find out for yourself what you need to do for the rest of the year. Make sure it's your decision. All right? I will talk to you guys very, very soon. If you guys want to book a reading with me, personal reading, we can get more into detail. And you guys can find that on my Etsy shop. And I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye.